Hi there, this is Ryan Crandall of 3D Yoga. Welcome back for another balance and mobility class for seniors. Make sure that where you're doing this is safe from anything that could make you trip or fall. Let's go ahead and just start off by shaking the arms and shaking the legs. And just kind of getting your mind set for movement. Kind of connecting this to this versus connecting this to whatever's out there that you shouldn't be paying attention to at this point. Let's go ahead and have a slight bend in the knees and then lock the knees straight, stand tall. Let's do that again. Bend the knees a little bit and stand tall. Let's do a few of those and just kind of feel the shock absorption there and then straighten. The shock absorption and then straighten. One more. And then keeping the knees slightly bent, let's proceed to shift from side to side, feeling the ground beneath the feet. So as you shift left, feel more pressure there. Sense it, own it. As you shift right, feel more pressure there. And continue. These videos are too easy for you, at least what we're doing now. Feel free to close the eyes. Now let's go forward and backward, which is a little more scary. So it's not hinging at the hips. We will do stuff like that later. It's hinging at the ankle, actually. Slight bend in the knee. And there's, if this is the foot and this is the shin bone, it's this. That's all it is. Circle. Kind of combining all those movements. Again, not much is going on in the spine. You could have a lumbar fusion surgery and do this movement because the spine is staying straight. Go in the other direction. Again, feel the outside edges of the feet. Slow. Beautiful. All right, here we go. I'm going to take the right foot and step it back. You could also step the left foot forward. We're going to have a slight bend in the knees, and I want you to straighten. Slight bend in the knees, straighten. Slight bend in the knees, and then proceed to shift forward and back. Forward and back. So feel more weight as you shift forward, and then feel more weight as you shift back. And sense that. Side to side, feeling the ground beneath the feet. And then switch to the other foot. So right stride stance, RXX, if you're into that sort of thing. What's that? Shifting forward. Feel the front foot. Shifting back, feel the back foot. Shift side to side. let's come back to about shoulder width position and then go narrow, okay? So with your feet or knees touching whatever you can do, just stand there for a moment. And for some people, this is extremely hard. For others, no big deal. And all I'm gonna have you do is shift forward and back with the feet touching together. Just a little different kind of a challenge. Good. And then side to side, but real small motions. Because this one, it's easy to go a little too far and then you have to take a step, which is fine. But we're trying to stay within the range. I mean, find the edge where it gets a little difficult, a little scary, if you will. Now let's go in a small circle. Feel the ground beneath the feet. And yes, barefoot preferred, but if you have been told that you shouldn't go barefoot for whatever reason, I can't tell you to not take that advice. Go in the other direction. You could do this on varying terrain, of course. Obviously, if this is synthetic ground, this isn't grass or dirt, it'd be fun to do it out on that as well. In future videos on a different property, we will be exploring that. At least I will. All right, tandem stance, a little bit more difficult. Now, if you can't do tandem, which is the right foot directly in front of the other foot, you can go a little offset, such as this, or this, or this, or that. Remember, we already did something like this, so try to go a little more narrow, if you will. A little bend in the knees, and we're not doing this or that. Hips and shoulders stay relatively unmoving, really. It's the ankle doing the work. Shifting forward and shifting back. So as you shift forward, feel that front foot. As you shift back, feel that back foot. Lost it. But we're about to switch anyways. So, switch feet, same thing, other side. Shift, feel, participate. Good. Let's come back to center. Hands behind the back. If you're able, look up and look down. Couple, 2, 3 each. Let's get that neck moving. And then turn the head left and right. Got to keep that going, especially if you want to keep driving the rest of your life. Being able to look over your shoulder. And then center, ear to shoulder, which is a tough motion for some of us. And then circle it, don't grind it, just ease into it, reverse direction. Good, come back, arms by the sides, turn the arms in, round it, and out, extend it. So turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out. Good, and now, hip bump. Bump it, bump it. So the arms can be anywhere, even over the top. And both arms is fine too. Hands back to the hips. Let's get a spiral going here. Think of going nice and tall. Pause, reverse direction. And let's try it with the arms over the head. Spiral. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Reverse direction. Good, and then hands to thighs, bend the knees, knees together and apart. Reverse. And then center, nice and tall. Hinging at the hips, forward fold down, belly button to thigh. Inhale up. Now I'm not using my arms to reach to the ground. I don't have to. You can if you want. I'll show you what that looks like. I don't want you getting overly concerned with touching the ground or touching your toes. But nice deep breath. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you come up. Let's take the feet a little wider now and toe out. Hands to hips and just shift from one foot to the other, getting a little bit more into that groin area. You can play with foot distance. And now, hinge at the hips, slide your hands down the inner thigh, and then come back up. So down, up. Don't worry about how low you go. Don't try to compete with me. One more. Come back in. Thank you very much. This is Ryan Crandall of 3D Yoga. Please share the video, share the channel. We're trying to help the world move better, move more, and with less pain and less fall risk. Thank you. Cheers.